So what are you teaching? Like, do you have classes?
No, I've sort of doing planetary work. That there's some days when there might be 4 or 5 hours where nothing is planned, nobody's coming, I don't have any commitments. And during that time, I will go into deep meditation, do work for the planet, sending violet fire, like to the Ukraine or something like that. Or, calling on the masters to enlighten the heads of all world governments. And this has been a big part of my activity over the last year.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, my pleasure. And I've seen some amazing results. I've received some confirmation. There's a part of the human mind that thinks I'm doing all this prayer, but is anything really happening? And so I've seen some things happen that were a confirmation of that, like even a week ago, I was house sitting for a friend, and he has these beautiful 100-foot tall pine trees around his house. And I was blessing the pine trees. And then I walked in a circle around his yard saying, I'm going to bless Gaia, Mother Earth. I call on the ascended masters to bless Mother Earth. And I walked 3 times around the yard with my hands out, imagining light going into the earth. Well, the next morning, this stone appeared that's like totally smooth. There are no rocks around in the yard, and at first I thought maybe some kid, a neighbor, threw it over or something, but there are no kids around there in the neighborhood. And then I thought, well, a bird dropped it. That's impossible. It's really heavy. And finally I realized, I went out and picked it up, and it's right where I go out every morning. And I know 8 o'clock at night, I looked out there was nothing, the deck was clear. Then at 6 o'clock in the morning, I look out the window, and there is this stone, and it had a face on it. But the rest of it was smooth. And I finally got the message, this is Mother Nature thanking you for the work. Mother Nature saying you were doing something. It's not your imagination. And this is a sign.
To me, that's what mastery is about, to learn to connect with the nature kingdoms, with the elemental species, with invisible beings that we, that for us have become mythological. And that also is a part of planetary healing. Because we're bridging all these different dimensions and worlds, and we're all part of Gaia. And humans tend to think, no, we are top of this ladder of creation. But all these are part of the same web of life. And that communication, that ability to make a bridge is very much a part of mastery for me.
I'm sure we wouldn't have anything to eat if it weren't for the nature spirits, So it's so good to pray for them. Not just the ones in your yard, but all of them, Yeah. I remember a few years ago, I read an article about the bees being endangered, So I went in my shrine room and I did a prayer. I asked for the bee spirits to be blessed, and I asked the masters to help them. And then I walked outside, and a bee came and landed right in the center of my chest.
Thanking you.
I looked down at it. That has never happened, that a bee landed on me and it's for quite a while. It was looking me in the eye, and I was looking at it, and its little antennas were going, and I felt that bee was definitely sent by the bee diva to thank me,
I love that.
Yeah.